like, this is where I always have the issue with people who come along and go, no, there's no point, no, can't do that, can't do that.
Right.
And I was thinking, if you don't even believe it yourself, how are you going to even
Yeah.
achieve it? You know, how could, I mean, can everybody change? Can everybody listening just now who's going, no, I've been like this for too long, no, won't change, can't do that. Can everybody change?
Well, you got to get, like, so first thing you got to get over is the idea that you need to believe you can change. I don't care whether you believe it or not. That's got nothing to do with it. You know, your belief is bullshit. You know, whether you believe you can let go of it has no impact on the game itself. I mean, you know, you're from Scotland. Our national pastime is football. Guys hit shots that they don't think are going to go in all the time, yet they go in. There was no belief. They just hit it.
Especially the Scottish national team.
Well, yes, particularly the Scottish national team, and excuse for strikers that we have. But anyway, so you'd have to really start to do more something called examining. So what I say to people is, you persist, and when I mean you, I mean like Ian persists, and the very next thing that falls out of Ian's mouth. So that's where Ian persists. So he persists into this moment and follows into the next moment with the next thing that falls out of his mouth. That includes the things he's saying to himself. So you persist in that language of like this moment to that moment to that moment. So the moment you say I can't, well, now in this new moment, so a moment ago I asked you, can you change? In this new moment where you say I can't, what's now here in this moment is I can't, therefore I can't persists. Does that make sense? So your life is given by what falls out of your mouth next. I'm not interested in changing how people feel. I think that's one of the mistakes in this industry. It's to get people to feel different. That's you're starting in all the wrong places. That's like asking one of the Scotland strikers, like, let's build up your confidence. I would say, why don't we work on his shot? Why are we talking about his confidence? He's skying it. His confidence isn't there. He doesn't need his confidence. He needs feet. So I'm more interested in not how you're feeling about change. I'm more interested in what are you doing about it. Because when it comes down to it, you can feel any way up the yin-yang about something, but nothing will change until you act differently. You might feel better about it. You might be more inspired about it. You might feel a little more settled about doing it. But ultimately, you'll still have to do it anyway. And so I'm more interested in people dealing with where they're at. That is, I don't think I can change yet. I'm going to step out there and take the actions anyway. That's what I'm talking about. That's like when in the book I talk about being relentless. It's about going beyond what you think and feel you can do and start to act on something that's outside of that, like outside of that paradigm. Because the way I put it to clients sometimes is one of us is going to be right. Which one do you want to be right? You or me? And if they say, I want you to be right, then we got a game going. And if they say, I want me to be right, I'll say, thank you for your time. The session's over. So, and it really is that way. You're either going to be right about it or you're going to give up your righteousness about it and do something about it.